It doesn't matter how wealthy you are or how many staff you hire to take responsibilities off your plate. You can't fully outsource your life or your home management and expect to get what you want if you haven't done this work. If your home feels reactive or chaotic, this is your roadmap back to balance. It's not homework. It's manifesting the life that you want to live and the reason for purchasing your home or homes. In this episode, I'll share with you the exact strategy that I use with private service clients to restore order, reduce their staff burnout, and make luxury homes feel like sanctuaries again. Is your household running smoothly, or are you reacting in the moment? Over time, even the most well-staffed homes can fall into what I would call a reactive daily rhythm. Let's restore balance by shifting to a calmer, more intentional pace, one that promotes quiet efficiency and thoughtful service. Stick around because by the end of this episode, I'll walk you through the step-by-step roadmap to maintain consistent service, reduce everyone's stress, and preserve a peaceful home, all while retaining your world-class staff. If you're new here, welcome to Dear Billionaire. This is the go-to place for homeowners and private service professionals who want to run their households with efficiency, discretion, and ease. I'm Kelly Ford Dixon, and I share practical strategies that I use with my private service clients to help them reach billionaire-level success in managing their home, their domestic staff, and their demanding life. If that sounds like what you need, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any tips. Running a luxury home without intention is like piloting a private jet with no flight plan. It's risky, stressful, and you won't likely reach your destination. Whether you own or manage one home or several properties across the globe, household chaos does not have to be your norm. You'll have both a flight plan and a roadmap to get your operations back on track. Don't wait for your house manager to resign, or the HVAC to fail, or the water bill to spiral out of control. My 90-day Jumpstart plan provides a clear outline of simple tasks and a timeline to help you create peace of mind to achieve your vision in 90 days. In this episode, we're focusing on foundational pieces of estate management. So our 90-day Jumpstart plan to professionalize your estate is part of this foundation. Let me introduce you to Amy, our fictitious house manager at the fictitious Martin's house. She's a seasoned pro who spent her entire career in private service. When she was hired, the Martins promised her autonomy to staff appropriately and the budget to hire a consultant to build a household management system. But after a year on the job, reality did not meet those promises. She has an office, but she never sits at her desk, and her day begins with a barrage of texts before she ever arrives at the property. Emergencies dominate her schedule, and just when she thinks she's caught up, the principal announces a last-minute pool party or a brunch that requires after-hour support. Again. Her team is racking up overtime and they're exhausted. She's skipping meals and still she hasn't delivered to the Martins a full maintenance schedule, something that she promised to them within her first 90 days. The principals are frustrated. Why can't Amy manage her time better? And why all the overtime hours? Worse, Amy's husband is losing patience and he rarely sees her, and she never turns off her phone. This role was supposed to be her role where a 40-hour work week was going to suffice. Well, now her marriage is at risk. The Martins hired Amy to be their saving grace, someone to raise standards and create a peaceful home so they could enjoy it with their family and friends. They're beginning to wonder if Amy is the right fit. They're hesitant to invest in the consultant because they're unsure that Amy can take those recommendations and implement them. Unfortunately, This isn't the Martins' first rodeo. They've seen this before. House managers who stay reactive, never stepping back to establish long-term systems. Their service standards are slipping, their home is stagnating, and necessary upgrades are stalled. They worry their house is losing value. And Amy, well, she's quietly drafting her letter of resignation. She's weighing her career against her marriage, and private service will not win. The Martins must engage in the process of creating the roadmap for their life so that no matter who's on the payroll, they understand the Martins' vision and how to implement it. They are the constant in this reoccurring pattern of high staff turnover and unsatisfactory service. They must recognize their role in selecting staff and empowering them to step out of the day-to-day role to work more strategically for them on their behalf. They must realize that they may not understand how much time this takes and the focus that it requires to keep things on track. To achieve this, they will need to hire the consultant to develop a comprehensive roadmap and a household management system that clearly outlines their goals. This framework will allow the vision to be shared with the team and provide a way to track progress as it is implemented. So let me go into the details of what I like to do when I get started with a client. This is my 90-day jumpstart plan, and phase 1 I call the audit. It is from day 1 to day 30. We're going to start with a household assessment. It's a full assessment because you can't fix it if you don't know it's broken. I start with principal and personnel interviews. What's going well, what's not going well? And I promise when you ask these questions, the floodgates open. I do a full property walkthrough. I audit all of their household documents, HR documents, anything that they have that they share with their staff. I take a look at those and see where the missing pieces are. We look at risk assessment. Are their contractors insured? And are they prepared for emergencies? And then we talk about real estate and lifestyle ROI. Are they getting a return on their investment? If they've got payroll, if they're investing in household management systems, does that money pay back to them in a more peaceful life? The goal in phase 1 is to get a clear picture of the current operations versus where we're going and the ideal estate environment for this family. Phase 2, I call this systems and structure, and this starts on day 31 through day 60. Now that we have all those service gaps and documents and, informational gaps visible, it's time to build some structures so that you can trust your team and implement the improvements. We look at a streamlined system and put all of that information in so that tasks can be assigned and given deadlines. We introduce strategic delegation. Who's going to do what? We want to elevate the service culture, and by that I mean we're going to define it and share it and hold staff accountable for working within that new request. And we're going to hit some quick wins. These are high impact, immediate changes. These could be things like, stop calling me Mike, my name is Michael, or put your phone on vibrate, stop wearing dangling earrings, I'm afraid you're going to get them caught, and cause a personal injury. These type of things, if they don't get talked about, you can't improve them. You can't hold your staff accountable. And the goal in phase 2 is to replace immediate and reactive requests with intentional management. We're moving from reaction to proactivity. Phase 3, we're going to train the staff, we're going to test and get feedback, and we're going to transition into this new way of operating. This is day 61 through day 90. So now that we've built a system, we're going to make it sustainable. We're going to build a resilient estate team with fortify them with all of the information that they've been lacking up until today. We're going to implement a maintenance and review rhythm. So that's regular meetings, feedback, and updates to this plan as you develop them and as you discover them. And then we're going to align the budget so that the financial needs are known and they support the service that the family needs and wants. And then we're going to look at the principal's time investment and energy protection plan. Do they have available headspace now? Have we pulled all the mundane day-to-day chatter from their world? And are we providing them headspace to think about something else? The goal here in phase 3 is to create a confident, collaborative team that performs to the homeowner's 5-star level of service, to their standards, no matter who's on staff. Phase 4, celebrate your wins. You've done some really strategic work in this 90-day program. You've done some pivotal changes in what you can see are immediate improvement. And you need to take a moment to recognize who helped create that, give pats on the back, give bonuses, have a team lunch or something. Because if you don't track the progress and celebrate the wins, the evolution of service gets lost in the day-to-day. And sometimes we don't celebrate the ease of doing our work well. We're always focused on what didn't get done. The goal here for phase 4 is to recognize the team effort that it took to get here and enjoy the ease in which the family is enjoying the home. To wrap this up, the difference between a household that runs reactively and one that runs with precision lies in stating the family's vision and setting a structured approach so that the staff works within that. You may not need more staff, although it feels like it in phase 1. They may only need clarity, consistency, and professional processes. And is Amy the right fit? Let her go, but only after implementing these changes and the 90-day jumpstart plan. Evaluate her performance within this new framework. Provide her with clear and constructive feedback on areas where she needs improvement, and then recognize that the family's expectations have changed and that she was trying to operate within a system that was never sustainable in the first place. So, this is what I do. If you're ready to bring corporate level consulting support into your life, I think I can help. Please reach out, schedule a discovery call, and let's chat about your needs and where you'd like to go. I would love to hear from you. Remember, professional households don't happen by accident. They're actually built by design. Stay engaged in the process until your vision is clear and your team is trained to implement it. Next week, I'll dive into how the 90-day jumpstart plan will improve your estate. I've got some case studies of clients that I've worked with that I will share with you. As always, thanks for listening to Dear Billionaire. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this episode with anybody who you think needs to hear it. See you next time.